Hello aspirants. Looking at important headlines from the Hindu newspaper for 18th July. On the front page you have this news, make lynching a separate offence. Supreme Court tells Parliament. So this is regarding mob lynching. So these cases of mob violence have been reported from across the country, and now the Supreme Court has asked the Parliament to make a separate law where in lynching is a separate offence as such. So this is the suggestion being made here. You can see the direction given. So this is important. Then here it is, except gay relationships, says Supreme Court judge. So this is regarding section 377. So it continues to be in news. So developments in that context, the arguments given, the pros, cons, the reasoning given, that is very important. You have to write an answer to. So this is important. Then here the news is RTI Bill to be placed in monsoon session. So RTI Bill being criticized for not being put in public domain. We have discussed earlier too. So any development in this context is also important. So RTI Bill is going to be in news for long. So this is important. Then on page 5 you have this news, Constitution Bench starts hearing Subrahmanyam entry case. So this has been in news earlier too. Women from age 10 to 50 are not allowed entry. So this is a case before the Constitution Bench now. So this is an important news. Then on page 6 you have this news, Centre stands by brew pact. So the brews, we had discussed about them earlier too. So from Tripura they would be brought back into the Mizoram state as such, from where they had fled. So this is very important. You should know about the brew community and the steps being taken in this context. Here it is, NHRC Special Rapporteur meets Odisha project hit. So National Human Rights Commission, steps taken by National Human Rights Commission, an irrigation project which is affecting the people in that locality. So what steps are being taken, how NHRC, National Human Rights Commission, can play a role, because in polity you have the body NHRC in your syllabus. Plus there may be a question in mains on NHRC where you need to write about it, what steps it has taken, positive, negative. So you should have some examples. So NHRC related news should be covered. Then on page 7, this is activists oppose draft anti-trafficking bill. So this is again a draft bill. So you should know everything about draft bills too, because UPSC has even asked questions on bills which have not yet been passed. So you should know about the provisions and the pros, cons also. Then this is counter drone strategy for countries' airports is ready. So drones can result into security concerns too and hazards too. So counter drone strategy is being finalized. So it is ready for the country's airports now. So this is news regarding that. Then on the editorial page, the first editorial is inflation worries. So this is regarding WPI wholesale price index data also, which came forth yesterday in news. So this is an editorial covering that, important. And this is Comeback Man. So this is regarding tennis. So again, a sports related editorial, which may not be very important. Then the lead article, Decoding Trump's Attack on Europe. So we have already discussed it in news. So you have enough content. You may skip this. Then a review of Mandela's legacy. So this is regarding Nelson Mandela. Again, fine, you may or may not go through it. This is actually an interview. This is regarding US-India business. So how US-India Business Council chief, what are her viewpoints? These are given here. Again, your choice. Then this is regarding waste management problem. So this is like about Goa's glass problem. So how glass bottles, beer bottles, etc., how they can be disposed of. So that is being discussed in context of Goa. But pollution as such is a larger problem for which you need to have points how waste management should take place. So that is important. Then on page 10 you have this news, talk it out, walk out or vote out. So this is Rajya Sabha chairman and Venkaiah Naidu, who is speaking ahead of the monsoon session. So how political parties and the members of parliament, how they respond to protest, how they protest coming into the well of the house. So that disrupts the entire house and the functioning cannot take place effectively. So earlier when BJP was in opposition, it had opposed every move and had brought the parliament to a standstill. And now when BJP is in power, the opposition parties are following the same tactics. So that is actually affecting the functioning of the parliament in the country. Drastically affecting the parliament, has been very inefficient over the last years. So this is the statement given here, that you either talk it out, where if you're protesting, talk it out, argue, you walk out, if you're not happy with it, walk out, or you vote out. If you are in numbers only, you can vote out. So that is what the Rajya Sabha chairman is telling members of parliament. Then next is, if Colosseum can be adopted by footwear firm, why not Taj? So this is regarding adopt a heritage scheme of the central government, which has been criticized why private sector is brought in for heritage monuments. So example is given of Colosseum in Italy. So here a footwear firm was awarded maintenance there. So why not for Taj Mahal is the question government is asking. Then on international page you have this news. Hong Kong police seek ban on separatist party. So you should know about Hong Kong, to the special relation which it has with China. It was handed over to China by Britain much later in 1990s. So this is regarding that. And then on the business page, the first news here is LIC IDBI deal may exceed 20,000 crores. So this deal has been finalized, which has been criticized as such, and the amount of money which would be involved in the deal was not given forth earlier. So now it says the government says it may exceed 20,000 crores. Then this is solar import duty to drive costs. Local firms may not gain. So with respect to renewable energy, news is important. So this is regarding solar energy. So import duty being imposed as such on various components that are to promote Indian domestic industry, but then domestic industry, local firms, it says, may not gain, and the costs also, if import duties are imposed, then the cost of solar energy also increases. So this policy issue is important, so you should know about it. Then on the last page, you have this news. Plants may soon create own fertilizer from thin air. Study. So this is a study in which scientists are working on how to transfer a key trait of nitrogen fixing bacteria into plants so that they can create their own fertilizers. So this is a development taking place. And this is regarding China's most expensive film, an epic flop. So this is actually a film on Buddhist tradition. So with respect to culture, there may be a question. So you can just know about it. So this is regarding that. So these are the important headlines from the Hindu newspaper for today. For detailed coverage of current affairs, you can enroll for our current affairs course. You can see the details here. And on a daily basis, we provide a PDF, complete PDF for current affairs too. So that is available freely on our website www.aashah.com in the current affairs section. So by the end of the day, the PDF would be made available here. So that is it. Thank you.